And welcome back. Today we have the streamx. This is the X1 Pro. Now, pretty stoked to try this one out. I had a lot of people ask me to review this one. I got a couple of these guys, so if you guys want to get hooked up, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. My information is always in the description below, and I'm going to be hooking you guys up with a pretty good deal. So, cool. Okay, if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you guys are a returning subscriber, welcome back as always. Okay, let's come here. I'm going to open up the little camera here, and that way you guys can see exactly what I got. Always stoked just to try out what's coming out on it. There's been a lot of new devices coming out this year. So here we go. The one on this box says it's 64 gigs of internal storage with 4 gigs of RAM, 1 gig of Ethernet port. It says 2T2R Wi-Fi 6, 6K Ultra HD. Whoa, that's a mouthful. So there you go, X1 Pro. You got some breathing holes on the bottom, so it looks pretty good. The build actually feels pretty nice. I really do like how the box feels like. So yeah, what do you guys think? Not too bad, right? Looks like there might be a light here. I don't know if there will be maybe the time. It looks like there should be though. Plenty of breathing room here on the side. So here in the back, you do have, looks like your optical, Ethernet, HDMI. You got your AV, IR, DC for power. Here is a reset button. And then also USB, it looks like a 2.0, 3.0, and TF card slot right there. So pretty good. I have my own HDMI cable that I'm going to be using, so just keep that in mind. They do give you one. They do give you an HDMI cable actually. So, but I'm going to be using my 4K Audio Quest chocolate one, and then they give you a user guide. Now, the rest of the stuff here in the box, they do have a remote, so we are going to be checking that one out, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like how they have the streamx there at the bottom. And then of course here is going to be their cable. Now the only thing I don't see when you're buying some of these boxes, I wish the company would already provide batteries, which they don't. So this is going to be 2 AAA batteries. In the back, some instructions to connect it to your TV. It says Bluetooth remote or BLE remote pairing guide. So it gives you some functions here. Now, as far as the remote goes, you got power, you got your TV here for setup, home, reverse, up, down, left, right, and okay. You got your volume, you have your assistant button, here's your mouse, so that way you can control your, you can do the air mouse. And then also the buttons, the number buttons, and yeah, the remote feels pretty good. I do have my own AAA battery, so I am going to be using that. So let's go ahead and plug this in. Okay, so here we go. There is your lights. So it looks like you do get some lights right there. Pretty good, not too bad. And we are going to see exactly how this device looks like. So yeah, it looks like a pretty good build. Again, I like how this thing looks like, and that launcher screen actually looks pretty cool. I'm actually digging that one. So, okay. Now the biggest thing here when we are looking at some of these devices is making sure that it does have a launch screen here like this one. That way you can get all the information you need. So I'm just gonna hit agree. It has a Wi-Fi here that you can connect to, so that's what we're gonna do. Now the one thing I could say, as I am playing with the remote, I'm not a big fan of this remote already. It seems like it's a little bit laggy. For whatever reason, it starts here at like 97%, so you just gotta go all the way up to 100% and then hit finish. So the remote, I'm not too big of a fan as of right now. I would probably, yeah, I'll probably get something from a bypass support. So just to be honest with you guys. Okay, here we go. Let me hide my face real quick. That way you guys can see exactly what I'm covering here. So it looks pretty good. You have a couple options here on the side and a couple shortcuts here that you could put on the bottom. So not bad. I do like how it's set up like this, just so that way you have everything there. It just seems like a lot on a screen right now. So I'm just like kind of like taking it in, like, okay, where are we at? Okay, so let's look at the specs and see exactly what we get. Okay, so here we go. Let's go to apps. I already downloaded IDA64. For me, I love this app because it gives you everything that you need to know within the device. So this looks And this is interesting. I was kind of looking at the box to see what chipset it used, and it didn't really say. The model of this says streamx X1 Pro, Google, X-Droid. I wonder if it's using a ROC chip. It could be like a ROC chip that it's using. It is advertised as 64 gigs of internal storage, but it has 54 gigs of free storage, 4 gigs of 4 gigs of RAM, so pretty interesting here. Anytime it doesn't specify the chipset that it uses, I usually start coming in here to see what it has. So yeah, it looks like it's possibly using a ROC chip on this one, so interesting. As far as your CPU goes, oh, there it is. It's using the Allwinner chipset, H313/H616, so it's running the ARM Cortex A53. Not too bad. A quad core, running at 64 bits, so cool. I'm glad that we found out it was an Allwinner chipset. The device is running the GPU at G31, and it is pulling a 1080p, even though the box does say a 6K. And then as far as your Android goes, it is running Android 12, and for whatever reason, the device just decided to reboot itself. So it could have been doing an update in the background. For me personally, when it does stuff like that without telling me, I don't like it. So, okay, let's go right back to apps, right back to IDA64, and let's come right back here to Android. So it is running Android 12. The device is rooted, so not too bad. When it comes to codecs, super important here. It looks like you got quadruplets, so you got your dual decoder and dual encoder for LATM, 3GPP, AMR, your FLOC, ALA, MLA, MPEG, Opus, RAW, and Vorbis. It doesn't look like you're going to get any DTSHD. Allwinner typically doesn't have any of that stuff anyway. Sometimes, actually, I don't think I've seen Allwinner carry Dolby either. So they do have decoder HEVC for video, AVC, HEVC, MPEG-2, MP4V, VP8, VP9, AVC, 3GPP. They do have H.263 and H.264. They always have less. Allwinner has typically less decoders than some of the other chipsets out there, like M-Logic. But this should be able to read everything through pass-through, so you should be good to go. But yeah, not too bad, not terrible. I guess I'm just biased to M-Logic. I loved M-Logic chipsets because they carry just about everything. Allwinner's really good too, don't get me wrong. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. The next video we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into the device. We're gonna look at all the stuff that you get when it comes to the display, the home screen. We'll go through this remote a little bit more. Yeah, not too bad. So cool. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this device? Have you guys played with it? It's pretty good. It runs smooth. You just have to have it all set up properly, and because it's so new to me, I'm trying to figure it out. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other. See you guys in the next one.